If you're finding yourself interested in manifesting work, most likely you've been through a period of growth and expansion recently, or maybe you are still in the midst of one right now. One of the things that happens often in this period, when you are beginning to intentionally direct your energy and communicate with the universe, and express your intentions, is you'll find that when you are facing the very thing that it is that you want, you might feel in your system extreme discomfort. So that can be anything from anxiety, um, fear that turns into self-doubt, um, fear that turns into arguing that you are unworthy. It might feel like tightness in your body or in the pit of your stomach. Um, for me, when I am in that space, I will sometimes feel like I just want to die. I would rather just go ahead and check out and get out of here. And that's so interesting that even just the thought of the thing that you really want, the thing that you really want to do, would cause such a opposing reaction in your system. Now, there's a lot of reasons that this occurs, but ultimately, the root of all these reasons comes back to basically we don't want to be abandoned. We are afraid that we might experience the biggest heartbreak that exists if we are more whole and aligned with who we need to be and what we need to be doing. It's like if you're up on the mountain higher, the fall is going to hurt more and you might fall off. So our reaction to this is that we will turn away. We will dilute, maybe with substances, or often we dilute ourselves with time. We make ourselves very busy and feel like we need to fill the day with constantly doing things. And so when you're having this discomfort, we're not used to feeling this, and we're sort of taught and trained that this is a thing that is not supposed to be part of our wholeness. So when it comes up, we deflect it. And again, we dilute it, we cover it up, or we might even actually just turn our backs to it so that we don't have to look at it anymore. And then what ends up happening is it becomes, when we deny it in our own system, it basically shows up externally to us. And it can appear bigger or outside of us, because we were not able to acknowledge what was inside of us, right? Oftentimes, this is one of the main causes of depression, that there is a feeling or belief in us that we are refusing to acknowledge or express. And so what happens is you bury that down and you begin to lose touch with it. So when you lose touch with it, it can't actually move through you. So instead, it actually gets stuck. And again, if it's stuck in your system and you are trying to push it away, then it becomes stuck outside of your system, and you are faced with trials and tribulations that usually end up leading you back to the truth that you felt in the first place when you were denying this thing. So when we talk about wholeness, we are talking about making room in our life to not push the things that feel bad to us away so quickly, to give ourselves an opportunity to feel it and to express it if we need to. And that might be as simple as giving ourselves privacy to cry it out, or to expose our feelings through art or communication. So this is the task this week for us to look at, is when we find ourselves coming to this place of discomfort, you don't have to convince yourself that you will be there forever or that you need to be there forever. The task here is just to acknowledge it and allow it to remain present for a little bit longer than normal. What we want to do is create a space so that when this type of discomfort and resistance shows up, we don't have this immediate habitual reaction to push it away. We want to give it room to be in us so that we can allow it to move through us, and in that way we become less stuck on how we are not whole.